can you please look up this site?
See if we can figure out something. Court calls the case, People versus Orville Howard.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard, please state your name for the record.
Orville Howard.
Thank you.
Teresa Clare on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Howard is before the court for a violation of probation hearing. Mr. Howard was sentenced in this case in August of 2020. He's been on bench warrant status. The end of his probation term was in September of 22. He still has an outstanding balance of $1,097. His last payment made to the court was on March 8th of 2022. Part of that owing balance, he does have restitution, $467. He did not complete the theft class. He failed to report to probation as directed. He was before this court or scheduled before this court on 3 prior BOPs, one in June of 2021, one in March of 2022, where we had given him another chance to get things done, and again on March of 2023. He also has a criminal case for reckless driving out of the 1402 District Court. That alleged date of offense is March 20 of 2021. That last I saw was on bench warrant status. I'm not sure why, because he is in custody. Given all the prior attempts to get Mr. Howard to complete the terms of his probation, at this time, probation is recommending 93 days in jail, credit for 8 days served, to serve the balance, waive remaining terms, accept the financial obligations, and discharge him from probation without improvement.
I did speak with Mr. Howard yesterday in the jail. We did discuss the violation of probation. As for explanation of why he did not complete these things, Mr. Howard has been homeless, I guess, since the last VOP. He was evicted from his home. He and his family were living in a motel, his fiance and 3 children. He also has a child on the way that's due in December. He's just now getting back on his feet. He was able to secure housing through Hawk. He's also been utilizing their social services through SOS. He even told me he just recently got a cell phone, and the family got new numbers because they've been struggling so hard. He's also looking at getting back to work after finding housing and stabilizing that area of his life at a plant for Frasia?
Forcia.
Forcia.
And so 6 SOS is helping me get
Okay. He did indicate SOS is attempting to help get him Social Security as well. This is a non-violent crime. There is restitution that Mr. Howard said he's going to pay once he gets back to work. I'd ask the court to discharge him from probation, instruct him to pay that money that's owing, and let him keep working on getting stabilized, he and his family.
Mr. Howard, anything you want to say, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to say that it's been a really rough, hard time. Me and my family has been homeless. We've been in and out of motels. Even myself, I've had to sleep in the woods myself to make sure my family was good. We're SOS, they were in an Alpha house, and there wasn't enough room for me. So I had to do what I had to do, was sleep out there while they were, safe to where they were. But it's been a long, rough journey. We finally are getting back on track. We finally got housed at Village Grove Apartments. Everything is starting to go up and move forward. I'm trying to get my license back. Everything is just starting to go on now. And I'm just asking for a little bit of lenience so this can keep going forward and I can do the right thing. And I will pay everything that I owe.
Okay, and I appreciate everything that's been said, but throughout this thing since 2020, I kept giving you a chance to just get things right. I get people run into difficulties. If at any point you had let probation know the difficulties, then we would have probably done something else or tried to do that, tried to work with you on this. But now we come down to here. How'd you end up in custody?
I was with a friend that got pulled over.
Yeah.
He had
That's what I'm saying. You've got time to do that, but you don't have time to just come down.
It was actually work. I was actually working, so that's
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying you had time to do that, and all it was going to take was for you just to stop into probation at any given point in time.
I was trying everything I could. We didn't have phones, we lost our phones. I tried everything I could to do. I have babies. I got a 3-year-old.
Mr. Howard, if you took the same time or even a lot less time that it took for you to contact Hawk and SOS to just let probation know what was going on with you, this goes differently.
I understand that, yeah. Is there any way that I could be placed on maybe a tether till I can get everything paid off or something other route
I'm
besides
out of
jail?
time.
So I could be with my kids and my family?
I'm out of time.
I'll make
Tried
it
to
work
work.
this
I
time.
tried, Mr. Howard. I tried
One
to.
more chance.
Mr. Howard, I've given you 2. I've tried it,
I understand that.
and then you disappear. If at any point you had stepped in here, and anybody knows how I work, if at any point you had stepped in here and said, "Here's where I am, Judge," even if you don't go to probation, and just say, "Here's where I am. Can I get another shot to do this?" I probably don't have a problem with that. But you did none of that. And quite frankly, had you not been stopped and picked up, you wouldn't be here now. Even.
I know that. Yeah.
Sentence of the court, 93 days in jail, give him credit for 8 served. Defendant is to serve the balance. I'll waive all other remaining terms except his financial obligations, discharge him from probation without it. Thank you.
Rainy days don't